Death Watch.
All right. So you guys had attended a rather interesting party at the palace there, and there was the commotion as you guys were leaving, but you do make it out unscathed. It takes a while. Aiel are checking any carriages that move through the gates, looking for somebody.
Looking for Faulk.
Yeah. As yet unidentified people, but
save his name and basic description, which is probably findable at that gate.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you guys get leave with the crazy Ashaman?
Yeah, he teleported us out and then went nuts and ran away.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it's you guys who notice or recognize, obviously the description and the name.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of that person in my
So
life.
it is when it does come to your carriage, you can answer however you would like, but they ask you to step out of the carriage and
hands where I can
so
see
they
them.
can just take a quick look and then give you a description. Are you wearing your ring?
Mm-mm.
Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, so I have no problem with them searching the carriage.
Okay. Are you going to, when they describe Faulk and say that they're looking for him specifically by name, are you going to say anything?
I think silence in this case is probably best.
All right. So yeah, they do let you pass through. I'm wondering if do a composure and a bluff.
Oh.
If you are actually talking or responding to them.
All right, composure's a 12.
Okay.
Is this a man?
Yes.
My bluff is 26.
So you can't tell but to notice that you are extremely angry about something when you hear my name.
Yeah, I think it might. That twitch that I developed towards the end of the last session is probably still happening.
I'm still quite pleased that we accidentally look like the Ashaman, and as far as clothes go.
Yeah. Just need to find some, sword pins.
Are your eyes yellow yet?
Yeah, they're yellow.
Was that part of the description?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like a most horrible, vile man.
What did you get?
26 on my bluff.
Okay. That was your lucky critical that roll, but that doesn't count on a skill.
But I assure you that I would never hang out with someone like that.
So he lets you depart after, I don't know what an ideal response would be.
Bye.
To a wetlander.
Probably find shade and water. I mean, I'm not
Spiria.
I'm not Karaheinen or however it's pronounced, so they probably don't dislike me.
Well, that's why I was asking if you had your ring on, because I think then it would be a little bit more respectful. But it's not that it's disrespectful; it's that it's more dismissive.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they do let you depart, and then from there, where would you like to go?
I'll embrace the source, and I'll use track.
Okay.
And I'll be looking for them.
Okay. Let me take a look at that. What is the description on that?
Well, if they still have my trinket on them, I times the distance by 100, I believe.
And that was a coin?
It was a piece of my jewelry.
Or a piece of the jewelry. Do you guys still have the jewelry?
How long ago did you give it to us?
That was way back, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
You all should have one piece.
I know that I don't remember you guys getting rid of it. I don't know if you would have or you have or not.
If it was a gift, I probably wouldn't have.
Okay. So,
And then if they're experiencing strong emotion, I times that distance by another 100.
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
pretty
but-
distressed, guys.
Yeah, and I'm not smart enough to realize that we shouldn't go directly back to the inn that we told the gate guards that we would be at. So that's going to be my first inclination, is to head back there.
I'm smart enough to realize
Okay. I did a roll and I did very poorly on that.
we should go change out of these clothes.
Okay. More comfortable in the others. Anyway.
Dang, where the heck is...
All right.
But yeah,
Is that Trace?
I don't think it would
okay.
have dawned on me yet that they're probably searching for us. Because we really didn't take anything and we didn't do anything wrong. We were just someplace we weren't supposed to be.
I think that's the part where we did something wrong.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really see it that way. If they chased us out, then all's forgiven, right?
No.
No.
Especially if the Dragon Reborn is missing.
Yeah.
Now we're a lead and they'll probably torture us.
What?
Torture.
Why would they torture us? We don't know.
Because
So
we
what is
don't know
the
anything.
level that you're casting at?
They won't believe us.
Well, it will be
That's what I'd
effectively a
do.
1. So
Okay,
300
so you can go 200 times that.
feet. Well, let me double check it here.
Yeah, that's what it says. It's the 2 bonuses are cumulative. They have a gift. They're experiencing
And it's 100 times.
intense emotions, and it's 100 times for each of those.
Well, it's double the listed range for intense emotion. It's... Where's the 100? It's 100 times for the trinket. Is that it? Yeah. So it'd be...
Okay, I see
Was
what you're
that
saying.
30,000 to 60,000 feet, which is what, like 11 miles?
Yeah, they have that really worded weird because right below that description it says these 2 bonuses are cumulative.
Yeah, so
And then, so if it's carrying a gift or experiencing strong emotion, you can sense them at 200 times the given range.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, so I'll guide the carriage to them, and I'll cast that as need be.
okay. Yeah, so you get the sense pretty quickly that you guys are heading back to the inn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you get the sense pretty
No.
quickly.
That's where I
Oh.
want to head back.
Okay.
No,
but-
we're going to
where-
go to a tailor and get a new set of clothes.
Okay.
The nearest one. Or maybe a costume shop if
Some sort of
That's
revelry,
closer. Yeah,
vendor.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can find somebody that's still selling, costumes, masks, things like that. Then like a cape, right? That would pretty long one that would cover up your clothing.
I'll just
Um,
get the mask.
Yeah.
Keep
But-
the rest of the outfit. They'll never recognize
yeah.
us in this.
So it takes you in the direction of the trade center that's there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'll just keep casting it as need be till I pinpoint them.
Okay.
Just give me a number.
Yeah, it won't take you very long.
Mhm. Well, like I'll have to cast it. It's instant. So if I want to
Yeah.
re-pinpoint it.
Oh,
re-pinpoint
okay. It doesn't move.
Yeah.
With it? Okay. So you'll need to
Roll 1d10 or something.
yeah, because it wouldn't take a long time if it moves with them, but you can get an idea, especially once they stop, of the direction you need to go.
All right, so I will need to cast 8 weaves.
Okay. Yeah, and so you'll catch up with them shortly after the 8th one. Then, are you guys just looking for something as quickly as possible, or
Yeah.
okay? So for your, let's see, go to quick. Are you gonna try and haggle at all?
Do you know who we are? We just escaped the Lord Dragon's bedchamber.
Try to get some pears delivered.
So the closest place you find is going to charge 8 marks per, unless you want to try and negotiate.
No, I'll just pay the...
Okay.
Yeah.
As you can tell, it's obviously a higher price than what it should be, but what he sees is 2 out-of-towners.
Looking to join in the
Yep.
frivolity.
You come here, you kiss our women, you dance with them in the streets. I'll rob you blind, you let blinded fools.
Heck of a salesman.
You got a deal.
Deal.
Like
Take
that
my
cutting
money.
your kid.
It was, but yeah, so it's not long after you guys leave there that the familiar carriage arrives with Adina and Shogoth in it.
So we're walking down the street, and they're coming up the street, and we're like, uh-oh.
As you can see the steam pouring out already of the carriage. Is that one of Herod Fell's new? No, that's Adina. But yeah.
Just a high keening screech.
So, you know that it's them from the weave, but they have these long, overcloaks on masks covering up their face.
I'll tell the driver to stop,
Okay.
and I'll open the door. Depending on how far away he stops, type of thing. I'll just open it and.
Yeah, he'll when you tell him to stop, he slows right there, and so
Open the door.
yeah. So you guys see that this carriage stops, door opens.
I'll say, Adina, we have so much we have to tell you.
We have news.
You'll
get
never
in.
believe this.
We were kidnapped, I swear.
Get in. We will discuss it at another location.
Yeah.
We'll get in.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's unless you guys want to try and make conversation, it'll be a pretty uncomfortable ride back to the inn if that's where you want to go.
Some tavern.
Okay.
That's a bit
further.
middle scale or
Okay.
something. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. The driver can suggest a place and takes you there to.
Make
Drop
it
you
so.
All right. He says he's engaging warp 5
Yeah,
travel speed. I guess I don't know if that's true or not.
yeah. Warp
So-
4's the standard.
Standard. All right. Warp 4 lashes his horses.
It's actually the
4 times.
maximum allowed by Federation law, except for an emergency.
Is it?
There's a lot of emergencies in that show.
Jeez. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever heard. Well, I didn't watch too many
So
of them.
essentially,
but-
it's like those. It's the entire show is like those cops running red lights.
Exactly.
one
with their
one
sirens
giant
on.
emergency.
I always thought that they missed an opportunity. They should have put a siren on the Enterprise. Wee, wee, wee.
Like the police
Yeah.
squad.
I'd watch a show where it's Picard and Riker as buddy cops.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, he'll take you there, but it's still it's pretty uncomfortable long ride because it's slow going through the streets.
Well, I'll try to start telling her what happened, that we
Okay.
met in Ashaman.
No. Be quiet.
There's ears everywhere.
Because everyone's got ears.
I think.
Someone tosses an ear grenade into your.
I hear everything.
That's just silly.
It is.
Erase that.
Let's get
Sorry.
serious about this.
It's the old joke. The walls are made of corn.
But do you guys want to get like a private dining room in there?
I think that's the idea.
Okay.
No, I just want wherever it's loudest, essentially.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
a table by the stage, and I want to order some mutton.
Okay. 'Cause, yeah.
Because after he ravages a
I'm
noble
hungry.
lady, he wants mutton.
The festivities are
Good
still in
recovery
full
food.
swing. It you guys from information gathered before will know that it tends to go pretty late, even though tomorrow is typically a work day still for most people. But yeah, you can get some drink and some food. And so it will be 5 silver pieces for the meal. And what did you want to drink?
Just ale.
No, okay. Do you want a gallon or a mug?
A gallon.
Yes.
2 silver per
Okay.
gallon.
All right.
Pennies or marks?
SP, sorry.
Wow, that's
I'll
cheap.
get a gallon.
It is.
At
Everybody
these
wants a
prices.
gallon for
It's
everyone.
normal for someone who doesn't just have gold flowing
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there.
We think everything's cheap.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
life is so cheap. Everybody's eyeing you.
Why are you
now.
poor anyway?
Yeah, why are you guys so poor?
Just
you,
go like
you
rob
should have
a-
just traveled all the way from east to west and south to north and back again, and
Mostly
you'd be as
on-
rich as us.
Mostly on the White Tower's dime.
Yeah, exactly.
Just become a thrall to the White Tower.
Yeah. Be as wealthy as we are now.
kill some Aes Sedai and loot them.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'll eat my mutton and drink my gallon of ale.
Okay, so who wants to start?
I guess I'll start if you show any hesitation.
I was kind of excited at what we had learned.
Oh, okay, then I'll let him go
Alright.
for it. But I'll correct that if he mentions like some weird gates we went through, I'll just say that they were a panic room.
Panic as an emergency
Yeah, you let us-
emergency entrance to the Camelin waterways.
Well, not waterways.
Like
Well, yeah,
secret passages
that's
to
where
the
you
castle.
guys have been traveling through to get to the ends of the earth.
In the past, yes, but this was something different.
Okay.
This was like a secret passage in the
Yeah.
palace. Okay.
Let's see.
But yeah, I'll make it sound like we had worked hard to gain this man's trust before he started telling us about people being kidnapped from the palace, and that he wanted our assistance in
Okay.
searching on the disappearance of the Dragon Reborn.
24 composure, and I'll also sense motive on him.
I think I was lying about anything.
Yeah. He's
You're lying about
this thing he's
everything.
not, but
I'm not really lying.
she's got to make sure.
16.
But yeah, and the magical or not magic, the portals made out of the one power, which I guess Rafe will correct me on.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's how we managed to go from the.
So do a bluff then, Rafe. Is that's when you're sensing motive. I mean, that's really you get the feeling that he's being truthful.
Only a 7.
Except, well, do a bluff as well, as if you're going to try and convince her that you guys worked hard to gain this guy's trust.
9.
Yeah, so there you don't feel that first bit is truthful, and when Rafe corrects him about secret passage, you don't feel that's truthful either. But the rest
Seem more
you get
plausible than the
feeling
other
is-
thing.
Yeah.
But the main point that we learned is the Dragon Reborn has been kidnapped or something. He has gone missing.
And he does that one thing that most people do when there's like entertainment or loud music. So
He
right
says
as
it
it
right when it
stops
stops.
and he's at his
Dragon
like
Reborn's missing.
everybody's just what?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen, but it would be funny.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
It's usually some of the worst stuff
Well, yeah, I've had it
that you
happen
can say.
while talking about us kidnapping a chick in Shadowrun.
Yeah.
And the music just stopped. So we put her in the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember that time where the music just suddenly cut out for no reason.
So I think I did decent enough on my composure. To
Yeah,
kinda
you're
just-
keeping your cool.
Yeah, there's still that eyes
Is
twitching
the-
slightly.
What you've come to recognize as the Adina calm before the storm.
Unbridled
Well, I can,
rage.
Yeah.
I can smell that she's
Yeah.
upset.
And did you tell this part where you guys were walked in on?
Yeah, that would be why we had to leave.
Well, right now you have Light knows how many Aiel looking for you.
Yeah, that's why Rafe's idea to get costumes was such a good idea.
Oh, it was wonderful.
We thought about that.
Yeah. The inn, we can't go back there. At least you can't, Faulk, because they know your name and what you look like.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what's the next step then?
I can just wear the costume.
Need to get you some sunglasses.
And a hat. Baseball
Some
cap.
old gear sunglasses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get some glasses.
I'm going to run this by you, John, out of game first, and that is, was that one lady the only one that talked about the death of Mips to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so because I was figuring it was weird for a noblewoman to speak about a commoner's death whatsoever.
Yeah.
Especially where he was just beheaded. That's not that weird these
Yeah, and
days.
that's, I mean, that was supposed to stand out
Okay.
for you. Yeah.
What was her name?
That was,
Do you want me to roll an intelligence?
let me double check it here. So that was the lady Holeen.
Holeen.
Yeah, Holleen.
Okay. I believe that our next place to search should be the Lady Holeen's.
And you also know that her daughter, Elspeth, is also reported missing.
Yeah. I believe that there's a possible connection to her and Kite, most likely the kidnapping of her daughter. So she might not be forced to do this, so no need to murder her while she sleeps. Not that that would ever be an option.
Make sure that she's awake before you murder her.
But, yeah, she approached me at the party with talking of Mips, right? That was his name?
Yeah.
The, was it fruit vendor?
The fruit vendor you murdered.
I didn't murder him.
Well,
And then
you too.
And then she told me a wonderful little fairy tale that was hinted at me minding my own business.
So I suppose that means we're not going to mind our own business.
Of course not.
Right.
The Dragon Reborn's life is at stake, and
Yeah.
the fate of the world.
Do you think the Aes Sedai could already have used the artifice of Brassian on him?
I don't know. Such Terongrials are unpredictable. Well, you too. Actually, I might switch it up. I can't trust you two together
I
anymore.
don't know if you'd want them walking around the city right now anyways.
What are you
Well,
talking
Cho'Gath
about?
yeah.
At least Faulk.
and
Yeah.
I guess Rafe.
So we're gonna go to her house.
Yeah, keep an eye on her
Rough
Okay.
her up a little bit.
if you got to. Meanwhile, me and Falk will sit around and polish off. What is it? 3 gallons of
Yeah.
wine?
Well,
Okay.
somebody ought to go get Dill.
I thought he'd be with us.
Yeah.
Be in the carriage.
He left when you guys left.
Oh, okay.
Probably killed everybody.
He's
in the
like,
end.
there's one of those Sherlock Holmes games where every time you face away from Watson, he's just placed right behind you. He doesn't move. He has no actual movement animation. That's what Dill is. Every time we look away, he's just...
All right. So you
With
and
an
I are
arrow
gonna
pointed
go.
in
Yep.
direction of the nearest enemy.
I'll share a looking longing though as I walk out the door. It's Falk. It'll be like when Merry and Pippin were separated in The Lord of the Rings.
So I'm the... what was it? The steward? Sitting there drunk now. Angrily.
I can't trust you two. Popping cherry tomatoes on the table.
It's
Sing me a song.
Jeez.
Paul.
Yeah.
Perhaps of happier times.
I believe that it was really his song that caused him to turn to madness.
He thinks he has a good voice, but truthfully,
Yeah.
it just drives people around him to madness.
Yep. Because he was acting a little funny, but like set yourself and your son on fire, funny, not that much. So, are you guys gonna go to? I guess the. I'm trying to remember how Karaheen didn't all the nobles have? They had like a house in the city and in the country, right? Or did they just have their country estates?
They had country estates and in the city.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think right now, well, they might be starting to go back and forth between them, but due to the possibility of Aiel attack, they might mostly be located in the city these days.
But I know that because there was, if I remember right, there was a lot of back and forth between there for a lot of them, like having parties and out at the various estates. So, which one do you want to cover? Do you want to try and get out to their estate, or do you want to go to the one that's in town?
I'm going to figure that due to the time, that most likely it's going to be
Yeah.
in
Okay.
the city.
We might as well check the city one first.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys will head over into... Where'd my map go? I guess it would be maybe the artisans or the financial quarter. Well, no, it looks like there's more than just the palace and the royal quarter. Yeah, so you'd be into the royal quarter at that point then.
Yeah.
And so, give me an idea of how you guys want to approach this, as far as being able to keep yourself hidden and conspicuous, at least, and what you're looking for.
You're going to walk up as a borderlander with 2 swords strapped to his back
Yeah.
and a southern noble in a costume.
Well, Rafe's pretty good at disguises. He'll just throw a cloak over those swords, and there'll be a whole nother person.
I thought he was just going to throw it over his face.
Ha!
Well, yeah, I'll just tell Cho'Gath that we're going to run the Tanchico play here.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, you don't know that.
You're going to cause a riot?
Yeah.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
This
Start
is,
a soup kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the royal quarter, though.
A lot of them are probably falling on hard times.
They need
They're
soup
still
to-
not going to show it, though.
No, what I mean is I think we were just like standing across the street.
Just watching.
Out in the open.
Eating an apple.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll just take a ride by and see how the lay of the land
Okay.
is.
So
But
it'll-
first, I need to change, though, before.
Okay, so do you want to stop back by the inn?
No, we'll have
Or do
to.
you just want to try and find new clothes?
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, it is getting pretty late. Shops aren't going to be open for like tailors, things like that. So if you don't go back to your inn, you'll have to wait until they open to get clothes.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to go in the costume then.
Okay. Which it doesn't look very out of place, as there are still some stragglers as far as people partying, and still people going back to their residences. How long do you guys want to stay in this establishment, Adina and Faulk?
Is there rooms here?
There are, yeah.
I'll rent one and go to bed. And I suggest that you do the same, folk.
Okay.
I did want to ask her questions about the one power stuff that the Ashaman did that I've never seen her do.
Why can't you do that?
And that's
Yeah.
Go to bed, folk.
Well, it would make traveling
Yeah.
so much easier. Like, he just opened the doorway and we were there.
Go to bed, folk.
Sedai are overrated.
So
It's because every time you open a gateway, you become slightly insane.
yeah, you're
And
opening a
eventually-
gateway to the Dark One's soul.
You're traveling through the bore.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
And that's the reason why men do it, is because they're servants of the Dark One.
He seemed like a nice guy.
Well, so do murderers sometimes.
Yeah, murderers can be nice people. Just
See?
look at Cho'Gath. And me.
Cho'Gath hears that from miles away, comes charging.
You need to leave off the and me part. Just
Yeah.
be completely oblivious to your own crimes.
No, I'm more than aware of my crimes.
Do you
and
want
feel
Dill to go
horrible
with
for
you
them.
guys, or do you want him to stay with Adina and Faulk?
Yeah, you better stay.
Okay. Let's see. So the cost of a room here is going to be 8 marks. Everything's a bit higher price because of the festival and limited space.
Okay. I'll pay.
Okay. And you're going to try 2 rooms?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want Dill with Faulk?
Sure.
Okay.
I will, while they're in there, ward against people.
Okay.
And where's do I have that? Let me make sure. If I have it, I'll do it.
As you guys can get rooms right next to each other.
Yeah, so I'll ward against people.
Does that mean we're not able to leave?
You're inside the ward.
Yeah.
You can leave and I think come back in.
Yeah.
It's just preventing everyone else. I'll just
No
check
one
it
else
here.
can. And so is that going to end like inside the door or outside the door?
Inside. It's
Okay.
going to form to the room.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like they'll be able, someone from outside will be able to open the door.
Door, but they wouldn't proceed. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know quite how it's explained on that. I think they probably be apprehensive about wanting to go in there like they wouldn't.
Oh, okay. So it's not like they're just physically stopped. It's just the like bad feeling of what's going to happen if I go in. Probably shouldn't.
Double check on all that.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right. So Dill's gonna also ask you about the what's her name? Elspeth is say that she's missing, just like you say the Dragon Reborn is.
Yeah, the Ashaman mentioned that too. He seemed pretty insistent that he had to find her.
If that came up, I would have said that it would seem, because she was like highly angry when I brought it up, right? Like she was hiding something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I would have had that as part of it because that was the last thing he said before he ran off, was that he had to find her. And
okay, yeah. So because that's let's see. Yeah, that's something that he had learned, the Ashaman had learned while looking into the disappearance of the Dragon Reborn, and he's seems like he's resolved to solve both of the mysteries there. But yeah, if you bring up the name, Dill will pipe up during that conversation, say that he had heard when he was down in the servants' quarters. Just double checking.
All right, so they cannot. They can cross back and forth between the weave, but anyone else cannot.
He had heard it from a maid down in the kitchens that she was missing.
Oh yeah, the drunk maids.
Yeah, so they were really upset about it.
Did they say anything else about it other than that she disappeared from the library? I think it was.
Mm-hmm. No. That's all? So she had disappeared from the library about 2 days before you guys had all arrived. She was well liked, got along with everybody, didn't know that everybody knows I've had no enemies. But let's see, and that the family had sent for a thief taker to find her that has not arrived yet. So that's all the information he had. So that's another possibility for you guys, if you want, would be the Royal Library.
Are you going to sneak out in the night?
Do it.
I'm kind of thinking about it to go pose as the thief taker that's coming.
Now that your description has been spread to every city guard,
actually, my
thief
first
taker and everybody else.
My first inclination was to go find Rafe and tell him that he should pose as the thief taker.
You can send a runner if you want.
But my buddy has been taken from me by the evil Mistress Adina.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, no, go ahead.
I probably will have that idea and try and send a runner to find.
Do you want to send
Rafe
Dill?
and Shogoth?
Or
no, because I don't want to have him out on the streets by himself.
Okay. I think that he'd be able to smell Cho'Gath, so as with all the mayhem that's around him.
Does he just go running up to Cho'Gath and then vomit on his shoes
He's
every
gotten
time?
used to it, just like, was it Julian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like he got used to being around. I mean, it doesn't make him
Julian didn't have
like
it. It was
it.
the other dude, Hurin.
Hurin, here he is.
Yeah, Hurin.
I mean, it was a thing where, he seemed to really get used to it. It's not that he liked it, but he could stand it at least.
Yeah. I guess everyone's had.
Who did Hurin end up with? Was it Matt that he ended up with?
He just disappeared after he went out of I think when he was with Rand, right?
Okay.
He just disappeared out of the story until the very end, and then he had sort of a send off in the last book.
Yeah. I gotta get the hell out of here.
Because I think he was with he's with the camp in the mountains right after the end of the second book.
Yeah.
And then they kind of fractured. And so
he went back to Lord Elgamar.
Yeah, and he went back to Lord
and that's when he showed up again when the Borderlanders made them meet up.
Yeah, when he's with the army.
Yeah.
Army.
I agree.
All right. So, Cho'Gath and Rafe. So it'll take you a little while. Are you guys just going to walk? Or
I'm a horse.
your horse? Aren't those back at the inn?
Not anymore.
They're like Dill.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're like any of the video games these days. You just whistle
Mm.
and it'll come from wherever.
Yeah, I'll just go
Comes
to the.
jumping off a house.
I'll go to the inn and I'll get our horses and I'll get your clothes.
Okay.
You wanted to change clothes, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
Okay. All right.
And when I'm there, on my way up to the rooms, I'll tell them to get me a plate of mutton.
Okay. And
for when I
a
come
gallon of
back
ale.
down. No, I don't need any more ale. Just some mutton.
All right. It's,
What a stupid word.
Mutton.
Yeah.
It's the lapis lazuli of meats.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So yeah, it'll take about an hour and a half total for you guys to get over to the house that Lady Helene occupies.
Okay.
And I mean, there's no vendors or anything around here. It's just estates.
Yeah.
So
You're standing.
it also is fairly well guarded.
Good.
I mean, it's noticeably cleaner as
Yeah.
well, but less festivities happening in this area. But there are people going back and forth.
Right.
Various serving people, nobles who are returning home late,
Okay.
things like that. So, how would you guys like to proceed?
We'll do a ride by first.
Ride by attack?
I
Say
charge.
only ride by. I know.
Yeah, we'll just look at it and then also look around. Is there some place we could? So there's no shops. Is there some place maybe we could break into?
One of the estates, I would imagine, but they are even ones that look unoccupied are still have guards. There's not being occupied at the moment by whoever owns it.
Right.
They'd still guard it.
So with the time difference between when Shogoth goes to the inn to pick up their stuff and me chatting with Dill in our room, if we send a messenger to go talk to them, it might catch them as they're
Yeah,
getting
probably
close.
before they enter the royal quarter, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, send a message telling that we've learned that the family has sent for a thief taker to investigate, and that the thief taker has not yet arrived.
Okay. So yeah, as you're waiting on Cho'Gath to come back, or I guess it would probably be better. A runner finds you at the inn.
Oh, okay.
And delivers a message from Faulk, piece of paper.
Did you give the runner your dang name?
No,
I am Faulk.
I
This
gave
is my
him Dill's
description.
name.
There you go.
I don't know how to read.
Okay, well, I
Just
mean, you
kidding.
can.
I do.
So you can take it to.
Grab the innkeeper.
Yeah.
Read this to me.
But yeah, that's what the note is stating: is that the family that
Okay.
you are going to watch has hired a thief taker to investigate the disappearance, or at least the word is that they've hired a thief taker for them to investigate the disappearance of their daughter, and he hasn't arrived yet.
Okay.
Do with it what you will.
Yeah, I'll toss it.
Okay,
It doesn't mean anything to me.
right into the fireplace.
That's how we dispose of all of our secrets.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you meet back up with Rafe, if you want to disclose any of that, you can.
Yeah, I'll tell him that I got a note from Falk.
From Dill.
Right, from Dill. So,
In Falk's handwriting with
Yeah.
with Falk's signature. And a picture
Written by
of Falk. Yeah.
Yes. Looks like a
His thumbprint.
first grader.
The
It's even got like the
thumbprint,
two lines so
blood
you can
sample.
make the uppercase and lowercase words. I'm just kidding. You're a country bumpkin. You're not a first
Right.
grader.
Or
He did come from a lord's estate, though,
That's
so
true.
he might.
yeah,
know
well,
his
anyway,
letters.
I'll tell Rafe. I'll hand him the note and I'll see. I don't know what we're supposed to do with this, but
Well, I'll read it and I'll be like, perfect. Let's go.
even when
Okay.
I keep you to a party.
All right. So, yeah, with that information,
Maybe the bottom will put P.S. Don't tell Adina.
yeah, how would you like to proceed?
So yeah, we'll do the same thing. We'll just ride up to it and get a look of it. Like, just ride past
Okay.
it. And then the whole way there, though, I'll be describing how it needs to go down.
Okay. So as you get closer to it, and it is a larger estate. Obviously, not as big as the palace that you were in tonight, but one of the bigger estates that are there. It is very well guarded, though. As far as what you see around, you could typically tell when one of those is being occupied by the amount of guards on the estate. You've passed a few that are pretty skeleton crew, and then others where you see people actively going in and out that have posted at the gates, posted at the doors, things like that. So as long as you're not looking too long, or too pointedly, then you can not draw attention to yourselves.
Well, what I will describe to Cho'Gath is that we have a limited window to act here. They're expecting a thief taker, and I happen to be one level away from being a thief taker.
So you're not bluffing.
Right. I plan to be.
Yeah, so what happens when we go in and say, hey, we're your thief taker? And then the thief taker shows up. Or he's sitting in there right now.
He won't.
He'll know us for the frauds we will be.
That's not how it'll play out at all.
I think it could play out that way.
Trust me. Who's been driving the plot forward?
I've got it. Well,
there is something.
Well, it's a
else
gamble.
to
You're right,
consider
Cho'Gath, but
with the information that you got from Adina is that, and this person picked her out from that party.
yeah.
You guys have had people coming up to you recognizing who you are as well.
And at least one assassination attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think your plan will work. So let's go for it. I just remembered that I don't have very high wisdom.
well, I'll give you an option. We either do this or we just might as well ride back because we're going to draw attention by doing a stakeout.
You guys also have the information about the library too, because that was discussed as part of that group discussion at the table.
Well, I think your plan has better chance of success than breaking into the library.
There's probably nothing there anyway.
Libraries.
It's our royal library.
Yeah, someone's like, hey, library's open to all, guys.
We're like going in through the window.
I thought it was like the Royal Canelan libraries. It was only for their...
Rand opened up learning to almost everybody at this point.
You're going to have to kill the witnesses that see you going in, though.
I won't. But
that was the point of his university.
Yeah, well, easy enough. You're the thief taker, and I'm your...
Well, you're just...
And I'm the thief.
You're also one. You just have a different set of talents.
Right.
Mainly killing everything that
All
disagrees with our position as thief takers.
Okay. You just don't bring the whole thief back. You just take part of the thief.
Yeah. All right. So do you guys want to wait until morning to do this, or do you want to go now?
Go now.
Okay. So as you make your way back around to the estate, you start approaching the gates. You're stopped by the guards. State your name and business.
Bannon Sanchico, thief taker. And my man Cho.
Okay. Cho. And your business as well.
You guys summoned me.
Okay. So he sends a runner in to the lord and lady of the house. It is a little while before runner comes back out, but you guys are cleared. Says leave your weapons with the guard at the door, and a servant will show you to a room where the lady of the house is waiting.
I'll try to get my dagger through.
Okay. So yeah, I mean they're not like pat down searches, and anything that's visible, you're gonna have to give up before proceeding.
Yeah, I'll hand them my weapons.
Okay. And do you give them? What do you have that's visible?
I'll give him my club.
Club. Okay.
Found that out on the floor.
He looks at it, throws it in the fire. We want weapons, not firewood. So
You got your sword breaker now, don't you?
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll give
okay.
him that. That's probably what I got.
yeah, and then a servant, mousy girl, shows you to a room where the Lady Holine is waiting already. As you go in, servant directs you towards chairs where you can sit, and the Lady Holine looks at you for a while and says, "You're not the thief takers I sent for."
How else would we be here?
How could we possibly know that?
Says, "Well, I don't know. I know that it's common knowledge by now that I had sent 4 thief takers, but your reputations speak for themselves.
Hold on.
And the fact that you're
Maybe it would be easier if you just described to us the nature of your problem.
The problem is I got 2 psychos in my house.
Says the problem is that I know who you are, and you are not the people you are claiming to be.
This is
Says if you think that you can hear rumors about my daughter's disappearance and expect to swindle me out of money.
Hey, we don't want any money.
Your reputation was that you were good people.
I'll pull my coin purse out and shake it at you.
we got
We
plenty.
don't
Look
need
at
your
this.
money.
Little does she know that
We just want to
Rafe
help.
is a method actor,
Yeah.
and Rafe is now a suppressed
Yeah.
part of his psyche. He is banished Sanchico. Hard as nails.
How
thief
dare you
taker.
talk to me in Chocho this way? Chocho, let us go. No,
Our services are required elsewhere.
If you're
Sacre bleu.
she does ask you then, so you're offering your services free to look into the disappearance of my daughter then.
Well, I am a thief taker. Almost.
Okay. So she thinks for a little bit about it. She says, "Okay, fine. The thief taker that I had sent for is still days away. Your help would be very much appreciated. Are your companions going to be joining you in this search?"
What companions?
Don't forget before you leave to discuss the price.
Yeah, I was just going to say how much it pays.
My lady, there's the matter of...
But you just said you do it for free.
Yeah.
But you see, I suffer from a condition. I'm a perpetual liar.
But
Swindler.
you guys, at this point, you'd be hard pressed to not understand that she does know who you are, and that you guys have a certain set of skills, mainly Chocho.
You may know who we are, but you don't know who we are.
What we are.
Yeah, what you are. What are you?
The monster.
I'm Batman. I just think of the AMV, that part.
I'm kind of imagining the Liam Neeson conversation with the kidnappers, except through runners.
Yeah.
So Cho'Gath writes it down and says, say it in exactly this tone of voice.
It's 2 different conversations they're having. She's saying, "Why are you here? Don't hurt my family." And they're saying, "No, we just want to help you."
We're helping you.
Yeah.
It's one of those where at the end it's revealed what actually is happening in the scene because Rafe is an unreliable narrator.
Yeah. So, I mean, she will If you're offering your services to find her daughter, she will gladly accept.
Tell us everything you know.
Start from the beginning.
Well, I was born on...
Good.
Cloudy day. What kind of
This is
clouds?
the wheel. There are no beginnings.
No, never mind. I only know one
Yeah.
kind of cloud. Cumulus, right? Is that a cloud? Maybe that's math. I don't know.
So she states that her daughter was taken from the Royal Library back on Danu 27th.
And what is today?
Today would be, I believe, Danu 20.
Fifth? Oh my god, it hasn't happened yet.
We can
Come,
stop
Jojo.
it before it even...
Give me just a second to look at the timeline here.
That door that the Ashaman opened must have ripped a hole in time itself.
This is Taisham.
Oh, it's a whole nother month.
Taisham 1. Technically Taisham 2, I guess.
And these are just 30-day months, right?
That was a
40.
28-day month. Danu 28 would be the...
They kind of had like the old
Well, that doesn't make sense, though.
pre-Julian calendar, I think. Like the Roman style.
Hmm.
10-day weeks. And...
Yeah, I thought it was 10
Because it was 2 days before you guys got to Kirheen. Scenario timeline doesn't add up. So it would be, Danu 25th.
25th is when she was kidnapped.
Yeah.
Too much.
Because their timeline doesn't
And now we're
add
the
up.
27th.
Now we're Taisham 2.
Okay. So 7 days ago.
7 days.
7 days.
Well, I
The
can
phone
tell you right
starts
now,
ringing.
we don't have a chance of finding her. Because if this were a movie,
48 hours.
48
is all we
hours
had.
is all we had.
How long did Liam Neeson take?
Less than 48 hours.
Hate to break it to you, but your kid's dead. If you haven't received a ransom, it's all over.
It's
Although,
she's
weren't there like 3 of
No.
those 48-hour movies? So
yeah.
That's true.
you just chain them all together.
Don't they just keep getting kidnapped?
Something like that, yeah.
All right. So she says that not sure who it was or why. We haven't received any demands or any, no ransom, no, threat of violence for whatever. So I people get kidnapped here and held for ransom by other, political rivals. It's Karheen. It's what we do. So
This doesn't seem to be the case. Where was she when she disappeared?
the Royal Library, which
Royal-
is
the
open
library.
to all, by the way. The library is open to all.
Well, we'll have to find a way to break in.
How do we get into the library? My lady, could you write us a pass or something to that effect?
She breaks out a map. She's like,
Dang it, why are you barring our
I had the same
investigation?
thought, Chocho, and this is how I would do it. But she says that it's she was taken from the Royal Library. There were no witnesses to it either, from what information we could
That
gather.
was just
already.
the last known spot she went to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can.
All right, one more question.
Yeah.
Who took her?
Me.
There was sense motive.
I'll look at him shocked. Like, how does he come up with these questions?
Thanks, Jojo. You've done it.
Is, 10? Yeah. You get the sense that she's telling you the truth.
She's on the level. huh?
Yeah.
Roll your sense motive, right?
Oh, yeah.
She says that if she knew who had taken her, then she would have had her back already.
How? This is the first time you've talked to us about it.
Well, I have a palace full of guards. More on my estate.
I'll challenge your guards to a match.
The single
Sword
combat.
fight. Yeah.
No. Just them
Yes,
versus
them.
him.
She'll take that. All right.
He could probably get pretty far.
Probably could, but
Spoken like a true noble.
how much are we wagering here?
I'll take the house.
The house against what? What is she gonna get if she wins, though?
The house.
Yeah, but the house is already hers.
Well,
Maybe if
all
she
right.
loses.
I think we have enough information. I'll give you my guarantee that we will find your daughter. just as soon as we discuss
Whether it takes
payment.
See, I knew this was a scam. This is false advertisement. I'm going to call it BBB.
Oh, no. I already paid him off, though.
Yeah.
This is Kyrie.
That's
True
the
nature of your soup kitchens.
Right.
Just pay
Yeah.
off.
No, yeah, I'll give her the guarantee that we'll find her daughter and
There
wish
we-
her a good night.
If we have to go
Okay.
to the depths of the bore or the heights of the topless towers, we'll find her.
Preferably the topless tower.
All right. So she does send you or tell you that you can any information that you get you can report to Greg, her head servant, whatever his name is, right?
Okay.
And the guards will give you access to him if you upon your return.
Okay. I'll bow my way out.
Okay. So you guys are led back out to the front where the guards are waiting. We heard she had a proposition for us. No, they give you your weapons back though, and your
Where's my club?
yeah,
Points to the fireplace.
some ashes.
Found this.
Found this in our fireplace. But if you need, you can also get directions to the Royal Library from any of the guards or the servant.
I'll get them from one of each.
Okay.
Yeah.
They each give you 2 different sets of directions
Where are they trying to hide?
yeah,
The plot
that
thickens.
lead to the
I think it
exact
was an
same
inside
space.
job. Yeah.
One of them will take you an hour. The other one will take you about 20 minutes.
Yeah. All right. So what do you want to do from here? Should we go there, or should we gather the troops and hit it in the morning? Make sure you could use some mutton.
More mutton.
Yeah, and a good night's sleep. I worked up quite an appetite.
That's true. We have
Hard.
been awake a while. We'll need fresh eyes on this.
Okay, let's go back to the inn.
Okay. So, are you going back to the original
one
inn or
near-
the new?
there's-
Okay,
yeah.
new inn. So,
New inn.
yeah. So when you guys get there, there's still a few hours until morning.
Yeah,
Are you guys gonna rent rooms?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, probably just one.
Or a room. Just a
You add
place to
one room.
nap in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it'll be the eight marks
Okay.
So they can't come into my room, right?
or Adina's. Yeah.
Nice.
So I got a full night's sleep?
Yes.
Yes. I was exhausted.
You did too. If you want to replenish your weave slots.
Nah, he
I
was
do.
up all night conspiring how to kill
Yeah.
me. With all of his wolf brothers.
Not yet. You haven't threatened to
Was
kill
there
me
ever
lately.
a story of a wolf brother male channeler?
I don't think so.
Can a wolf brother be a
No.
channeler?
I guess it's possible. There just didn't seem to be very many of them. So I
Was
think
there
the
ever
confluence
an
of
Ogier wolf brother reference to it?
Do they even dream?
I don't know. They're weird. They're aliens, so
Yeah.
Would they know if they can go into a wolf dream? Because Teleronria doesn't go into the steadings.
There's only
Yeah.
one way to find out. We need to open up one of the gateways into Teleron
And push an
Riyadh or
Ogier
whatever,
through?
and push him through and see if it does like what
If he just
happened
disappears?
to Trollocs or something. Yeah.
kill him.
well, doesn't oil travel
I
through a
think he's
gateway?
traveled. Yeah.
Travels through a gateway, but
Yeah.
it's not connected to Teleron
see.
Road.
We have a new mission. We're going to forget about the Dragon Reborn.
Listen,
We're
you
near
find your
Steading.
own daughter, all right? You
We're
point
gonna
us
go
in the
push
direction
Steadings
of an
into the world of
Ogier.
dreams.
3 hours later, we send a message to the lady.
Too hard.
Too hard.
We'll take up your
No, the message is too messy.
yeah. All right.
Just
So
one message. So much blood.
then you're never here.
Never
from again.
contact.
That was
But it's signed in Bannon Sanchico's wonderful script. Flow.
And an X for Chocho.
That you had to make do with your foot. I don't know why.
all right.
Gotta stay in character, Chocho.
So, yeah, you guys will get, well, I guess it depends on how late you want to sleep, but you can sleep a full 8 hours if you'd like to and sleep into the morning, or you can give instruction to be awoken
Yeah, I think we'll
early.
wake early.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll rent a private breakfast room when I wake up, and I won't know if they've returned. So I'll,
Yeah. Okay.
depending on what time it is, I'll also just keep it rented throughout the day, I guess.
All right. Yeah. So as you guys wake or are woken, if you left instructions.
Yeah, at the seventh bell.
Okay. So you guys are awoken at the seventh bell. Any instructions to wake or
No,
all natural?
I'm figuring I'm not leaving my room.
You find that you cannot leave your room.
He can.
In fact, you can't even breathe.
Uh-oh. It was hard in air. Sorry.
Yeah. As Dill creeps over you with a knife. And Aes Sedai was my friend.
Justice
You
at last.
deserve this. Cuts your eyelids off. But, yeah, so when you awake, if you go down, the serving woman will let you know that Adina's rented a private room. I don't know. I know they would have seen you guys together.
Yeah, I would have told them.
But,
I would
okay.
have given descriptions of Cho'Gath.
Yeah, so when you guys come down, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Your companion has a private dining room over here. Feel free to join her at your leisure.
Yes. Please bring me breakfast.
Mutton
No eggs.
covered in
Ooh,
mutton.
We specialize in mutton here.
Well, they'd made up like,
Yeah,
tons of mutton
it's
in
eggs.
anticipation.
So it's mutton that's shaped and painted like an egg.
Perfect. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Painted mutton eggs. I haven't-
Just like Mom used to make.
But no, yeah, they'll bring you a normal Carheenan breakfast. So like roots and things.
They eat like tree people. or
Yeah.
something.
Well, I don't know what Carheenans eat.
Just porridge.
Yeah,
all the
no one
time.
likes
That's the
porridge.
only meal they have there.
Yeah,
That's why they developed the game of houses, because they're just so bored of their food.
So
yeah,
bitter.
it's so bland.
Really
So one of
needs-
the richest cities in the world, and they can't afford spices or any flavoring ingredients. Yeah, so discuss, I guess,
Yeah.
whatever your plan is.
Well, blah, 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 blah. So that's the new plan.
The serving.
Rafe
woman.
can explain it better.
I've got their plan now.
So I'll congratulate Faulk on his timely message. That really made the whole thing come together.
Yeah, that kept me from having to a frontal assault on the
estate.
estate.
Which is
This
where we
is
were
the
really
first
leaning.
You're hearing of it, Adina.
So, Falk sent the message.
Or no, I suppose it was from Dill, right? Did we?
Yeah. Written by Dill, dictated by Faulk.
Yeah.
Dale sent a message. I'll look at Falk. So, did you discover anything?
Yeah, we're on the case.
You have the pleasure of addressing Bannon Sanchico and Chocho.
What did you discover?
Thief taker extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Did you keep an eye on her? Any odd movements in the night or anything? Any
No.
strange visitors?
Nope.
Well, just two.
Did you follow them to where they came back?
No.
They ended up being.
Technically, you
All right.
did.
No, we.
Cho'Gath, are you all right? You're
Yeah.
singing rather odd.
No, I'm fine.
Oh no.
No, it went perfectly. We ingratiated ourselves with her and agreed to look into her daughter's disappearance. And we thought you'd appreciate that we have to go to the library and look.
Face slowly melts into perfect stillness. But the eyes become dead inside.
And Falk, you shrink away at the smell.
And we're
No,
not.
I'm actually probably
Yeah.
beaming that it's directed at someone else for once.
So didn't sniffers, couldn't they sense something that was about to happen if someone was like wanted to murder somebody?
Pending violence.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's getting a little thought crimey there.
Yeah. Hey, he's the
But we do have a
first version of the thought police.
sniffer, so if we take him with us, he might be able to sniff something out. Be about time for Dill to start earning his teeth with this crew.
I agree.
Start like he's like carried the group.
How is it that you are more chaotic than the Dragon Reborn? You just twist everything and everyone around you
I
to
have.
suit your fantasies,
I
Rafe.
don't know what you're talking about, my
I
lady.
thought you were a stronger, better man than that, Cho'Gath.
Nope. No, it's a good idea. Trust me. This will work. This will work.
Very well.
This will lead us where we need to be.
I'm sure it will, but I was hoping that the road there would be a little less dangerous than just openly announcing ourselves.
Well, we did.
We used aliases.
Yeah. She knew who we were.
Perhaps,
right? As soon as we
of course,
walked.
she knew who we were. She knew who we all were.
She did. She knew
Everyone
who we
in
were.
Carrie knows who we are.
I know. So there's really no way around it now.
But we never
We're out in the
admitted.
open. Yeah.
We never made an admission.
That's true.
I
never.
apologize for my outburst.
Anyway, also, we're not going to have to bother with getting paid for it. So there's that, too.
Oh, right.
While you guys
Rafe agreed to do it for free, so you know he's got a good heart. You know his heart's in the right
sense
place.
motive, if you want.
I don't need to.
I'm not.
That's the first thing I think of when I think of Rafe.
Just ask Dill. I smell as clean as a Two River Spring.
There is a knock at the door during the tail end of
Who
your-
is it?
It's a serving lady. Says that there's a message for you. As she comes in and hands it to you.
Leave. Go. Now.
I'll bear an inch of steel.
All right. So this the letter is unmarked on the outside of the envelope.
Yeah, throw it away then.
Blank. Any weaves around it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll carefully break it open.
Okay.
I'll,
It is so. It states that let's see, an apology that they had missed you last night at the palace. Says that I had tried to find you to talk to you in person. I'd rather not request your aid in a letter. My name is, or I am, Lord Delavind.
okay.
Delavind.
And I was courting a lady, Elspeth Macendes. I don't know how that's actually. It's Mecandes.
Yeah.
That'd be
Macendes.
Macendes. Yeah. Okay. It's Elspeth Macendes, and she was taken about a week ago. He's offering you 200 gold crowns to look into her disappearance and find her. She's last seen at the Royal Library. Please find her.
Oh, look. How fortuitous.
Yeah, there you can pay
I'll
us.
pass the note around.
Looks like we made the right choice. I'll pass it around.
Yeah.
Well, it was either this or a frontal assault on the gates. And I
No,
thought you would
neither of
prefer
those
this.
were an option.
I mean,
How do you do this?
I am
He was doing so
I'm
well. for
basically
so
I'm a
long.
sharpened blade. That's what I am.
Did you talk to the
Point him in a
You
direction.
use me
strike.
to slice or to write.
the noble lady's right hand man and get any information he had on where she was in the library when she disappeared?
No.
Oh.
You didn't have any information.
Look, we don't even know she was truly in the library.
That was just
Or
her
that she
last
was even
known
taken.
whereabouts.
Yeah, or that she was even taken.
She's still at the library.
Or that
My
she
carriage left.
even
Gotta stay here.
exists.
Yeah.
I've never seen her. How do we know we're not being played in this game of houses and thrones or whatever?
All right, let's go.
Game of throw pillows. All right.
That's the White Tower.
Yeah. All right. So you guys had received the that letter, and what would you like to do?
Going to the library, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to figure out how to get into the library.
I'll send a response to the letter
Okay.
saying that we talked to the lady Helene and we are searching for her daughter. That's the same.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's the same person.
So, yeah.
So, Rafe, I'll go in and I'll tell them my name is Faulk and run away to create a diversion so that you guys can get in.
That actually sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
No, you idiot. I will use fire to just blast a hole in the
Oh,
wall.
yeah, perfect, because the books will burn.
Yes.
And anybody that's hiding, they won't have anything to hide behind.
Then it will truly be open to the public, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Open to the
All right. Let's see.
Might want to keep your eyes down.
I don't think I'm going to go.
Okay.
Why
stay
we
back.
need you there?
Why?
Because there could be a battle.
Yeah, that's why you have Dill.
No, we need you. We're stronger together.
Okay. And saddle up my horse.
Plus, we're not giving you any XP if you're not there.
A rope of 4 strands is not easily broken.
All right. So, you guys will go to the Royal Library. So, the Royal Library of Carine is an imposing monument to learning. A stately, angular building of white marble rising some 90 feet into the sky. Gleaming stairs sweep up to a broad platform supported by vast pillars and 2 large brass-plated doors. Tall windows gleam with thick leaded glass panes in different colors, and the roof is capped with 4 large domes on each corner of a tremendous dome at the center. Dozens of scholars pass up and down the stairs leading to the entrances or sit in small groups on the stairs debating. Do you guys want to go break up those debates?
Hey, calm down.
Quit arguing.
This sounds like a civil debate.
Calm down or else.
Pardon air.
I'll mind my own business.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that revolutionary?
All right. So, as you enter, the domed hall or the dome hall is an immense and imposing chamber. As 4 huge pillars rise up to support a tremendous dome 60 feet overhead and a full 50 feet in diameter at its base. A painted mural on the inner surface features the breaking of the world with depictions of Lews Therin and other heroes and villains of the Age of Legends as cities fall and stars and moons swirl about them. A gallery overlooks the main floor, and ahead of you stands a number of kiosks staffed by librarians. Yep. I'll get a map for you guys too. The area 2A that's circle in there, that's where the librarians are. And you guys come in through area 1. There's one of the doors. There's another door.
Okay.
All right. So, how would you like to proceed from here?
Right. Well, I don't have the skills to be overly useful in this situation, so I'm just going to start wandering around.
Yeah, I'll just go right up to the librarians and ask where, well, do they even know? That was the thing. They don't, right? It was fairly kept secret.
There were no witnesses.
Well,
or no known witnesses.
I'll ask, what was her name?
Elspeth?
Elspeth, there
Yeah.
we go. I'll ask one of the librarians what the Lady Elspeth's favorite, genres were, where she was spending most of her time.
Okay. So the librarian that you asked that, she looks to you and anybody that's around you there, and she asks if you are the ones who'd taken on looking for.
Yeah, I'll have my ring on too.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, so you get, and she follows that up with whatever courtesies are followed in carrying for Aes Sedai.
Okay.
But she directs you. She says that you'll want to speak with the head librarian, who is called Jeru, and she points back behind her to a desk that's in the middle of the ring of librarians there.
All right. Thank you.
She full curtsy.
Yeah, so I'll go up to the head librarian, Jitsu or whatever.
Jiu-jitsu. Yeah. All right. So, he, once he sees you coming, he stands and gives a very formal bow and asks, "How may I help you?"
I was wondering what the Lady Elspeth's favorite genres were and where she was mostly reading here in the library.
Okay. So he, Jeru is, give you an idea, he's a middle-aged beanstalk of a man with a hooked nose and a long drooping mustache. He asks that, or he says that he's more than happy to help, but he asks that you keep any information passed between him and you secret, rather than sharing it with any other nobles, game of houses, right? As he says, I try and protect all of my clients, but he typically royalty is handled by him.
Okay.
Right. So
I promise.
yeah. So he, with a glance at a pair of elderly scholars nearby, he quietly begins to account that he had helped Lady Elspeth when she came in on the 25th. He says that he had never met her before, but he recognized her because she looks just like her aunt, Cabrena, who is an Aes Sedai. He says that her aunt practically lives here when she's in town. So he pauses and runs a lanky hand through his hair. Anyway, Lady Elspeth asked for references on locks and shackles. It seemed a strange interest to me, of course, but I dug up a copy of Shallot's The Locksmith's Art. If it's something about a lock, it's in there. And that's when a message arrived for her. Go ahead and make a spot check. Anybody that's around Adina. Are you in there too, Rafe?
Sure.
Did you want Dill to wait outside with Faulk, or wait with Faulk, or to come along?
No, he can come.
Okay. All right. Adina.
21.
Okay. Cho'Gath.
27.
Rafe.
21.
Jesus. Dill got a 15. But you do all see that there is a man who is intently watching you from the railing of the dome gallery above, which is on the second floor. There's a railing that rings right around this center part here.
Okay.
As he is holding a small black book in his hands.
So we all simultaneously say, "Don't look now," but there's a man watching us from the second floor.
No, I said don't look.
Rafe, you recognize him as the Ashaman that you guys encountered at the party.
Hey, buddy.
So, as you guys all notice this, there is an odd and surreal sense of foreboding suddenly creeps over you, as if the threads of the weave itself are trembling. The light shining through the stained glass windows take on a disturbingly alien tint, and the mundane sounds around you seem somehow almost thicker. Do another spot check. Adina.
20.
11. Cho'Gath. 11?
17.
17? Okay, so Adina, you are the only one who sees this. You see what you would describe as a horror taking shape above your head, or above your heads up on the second floor. So the murals on the dome ceiling blister and quickly descend downward into spheres 3 or 4 feet in diameter. These fleshy globes tear from the ceiling to land on the tiled floor all around you with wet plops. The fleshy orbs stir, and 6 long legs sprout from each veined body. As they rise up on their spindly legs like loathsome spiders, a slimy sphincter opens on each creature, revealing a glassy, multi-pupiled eye that turns to regard you balefully. Large beaks the color of bone snap beneath bulbous torsos as the creatures scuttle toward you, raising their 2 forelegs threateningly. At the tip of each is a wicked talon. So, you need to do a will save, Adina.
14.
All right. You are paralyzed for 3 rounds. So right around you guys here, as this scene breaks out, there are screams, people running, and then there's others that are just standing there, not moving at all. Adina is one of those.
Okay.
Right. There's about 10 people that are in your guys' sight here. Since you guys didn't see them right away, you won't have to do your will save just yet, but you'll end up doing it pretty soon. So let's do initiative. Get that part out of the way.
Is paralyzed just like a negative modifier to actions, or like literal paralysis?
So it is a literal paralysis.
Well, Faulk, she has 0 strength and 0 dex right now.
I'm not there.
Oh,
You get a sense that Adina is vulnerable.
Dina's vulnerable. I could kill her now.
you could say the eyes have it too. When you do.
I don't have any problem with Adina. She walks in the light as far as I know. She seems to enjoy watching people be murdered by Cho'Gath a little too much.
And fire.
Yeah, and burning people alive. And
I don't think she seems to enjoy it. She just doesn't seem to be concerned by it.
Which might be worse.
she gets a little overly aggressive with flinging people around with the power sometimes unnecessarily.
And she
Never
likes
forget.
burning people, which could be an aspect of the light, though.
Yeah. But wouldn't you fling people around if you could?
Yeah. That's all I
No.
do.
All right,
I don't think I would.
Adina, what was your initiative?
12.
And Cho'Gath?
18.
And Rafe?
8.
No, I was a hunter. You kill prey. You don't
Right.
play with it like a cat.
What is your dex? Rafe?
15.
I
Yeah.
think I can still channel.
Yeah?
While you're paralyzed.
Yeah. I fall to the ground. I'm unable to move or act physically. She is helpless and has less effective strength and dexterity scores of 0, but may take purely mental actions. Now, you could argue that a lot of channeling requires physical motion, so I'm out
In
there.
particular,
I guess
Sedai.
it would depend on how you learned it.
But
So-
I could embrace the source at the very least.
Okay. So
Come at me, Faulk.
that's a whole new game right there, man. Can she still channel, or is she really helpless?
That's why I need my horse and a good distance to charge her.
That just gives more chance for the paralysis to wear off.
Yeah, if I can get one good round in to charge, and
You'd have to probably ambush me in the world of dreams.
I could do that.
I need 2 levels, so you're going to have to learn either how to pull me in or wait for me to start venturing in there.
Oh, isn't it like charisma or some weird stat that determines
What is your Cho'Gath? What is your dex?
concentration?
16.
Yeah, which I do not have a concentration skill.
Yeah, I think that's part of the downside to them making like a lot of these books before the series is finished. It's like technically you should probably be way better at the World of Dreams than most streamers.
Because it's
After a
just
while,
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree that.
Well, he wasn't entirely happy with this, with what they did with
Yeah.
this. Said they got some things wrong.
I think it was in particular the scenario we're playing.
Yeah.
All right. So Dill responds first.
Well, I will free action to tell him to go get Faulk.
Okay. So yeah, he sees these things.
After I hit the floor.
Well, it doesn't say that you fall over. It says that you're paralyzed with fear. So it's like
Might be something
Deer in the
different.
headlights.
like deer in the
the-
headlights.
But if
sort
it's
of thing.
paralysis,
In
it's,
the book, yeah, they do fall down.
yeah,
Oh.
because I have a strength and dexterity score of 0, essentially.
Yeah, that's the difficult part here because it's a new creature. Yeah.
Although, doesn't the Myrtle have a fear effect that's kind of similar?
I think, well, they have a different fear because they got panicked, frightened. They have all kinds. It's page 229, 230. Sometimes, though, if they're smart, the distinction will be in the fact that it might be at uppercase
It might
paralyzed.
be that I'm
It's lowercase.
frightened.
Yeah, it just says will save or be paralyzed with fear for 1d4 round.
Yeah, it's just your judgment.
Well, you're the boss. Make the rule.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's like a poison paralysis, right? I would say that it's more of a deer in the headlights thing because that's what they're going for is that
Yeah.
you're crapping yourself there, right? And you just can't respond to it.
Almost more like a stunned.
Yeah, more like a stun at that point, and especially with the other information that it has on here. But I wouldn't say that it's like it's not like a spell effect, right? Because it's an ability, and it's that it has to use it, I
Okay.
guess. But all right, so Dill, we'll save. Dill turns and then freezes as well.
Disappointment.
Cho'Gath.
So, do I do a will save?
Yeah, so as soon as you turn and see these things, you'll do your will save.
Dark one zone. What? Ah.
This is the exact same thing.
Just one more.
What'd you get?
7.
1 round.
Okay.
All right. So Liam hops down from the top of that, or from that balcony, and he this is where the party ends. Okay, so he got his. So he uses what? All right, so how were you using Arms of Air to fling things? What
It's
were you
part of-
doing
It's
with it?
you just fling it up to 10 feet per level. The thing
Okay.
is like if you want to fling it at something, like
Mhm.
one thing at another thing, you got to roll an attack,
Okay.
and then it only takes damage if it hits a hard target or a hard object like a wall or a barrel.
Do you want to run Liam for me? It's basically Arms of Air to fling things, and False Wall is what he'll use. Is he has a talent elementalism.
Yeah,
His affinities are earth and spirit.
he's using his least effective elements to.
That's the combat choice that he has. Honestly, if you want, I'll let you run him anyway, as I can send you all his information.
game history.
So yeah, he'll just fling the nearest one 60 feet
Look
Okay.
it up with the newest craze song.
into a wall if it's possible.
Yeah, you'll be able to get it into a wall there.
And then he'll sustain that weave. About how heavy are these things?
They're about 40 pounds.
Alright, so he doesn't have to channel too hard.
Yeah, they're pretty much just a heavy sphere.
He might not be able to.
Like I said, if
Yeah, he can, okay.
if he's not able to do it, run him however you feel is best with what he's got.
Yeah, and then that'd be his turn.
Okay. So, is it just damage?
It'd be 1d6 if it hits an object that's hard. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and he would definitely hit a. He could get him into a wall.
Okay.
You want me to roll it, or do you want you to do it?
Oh,
Yeah. Either one, man.
5.
5. Okay. All right.
Remember, he's mad.
Yeah, he does laugh the entire time that he's doing this.
Yeah, John
well.
did say I have to roleplay him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna help me run the weave parts or
Besides,
the
if he's using
damage.
arms of air, there's a good chance that not much has changed
Yeah.
anyway.
All right, Adina, that's one down, and these things. Okay, so these things they don't come after Rafe or Liam, but anybody who's paralyzed is basically who they go after. So 3 of them go start munching on some people, random people that were in there, but each of our paralyzed people will have one on them. Okay, so it is going to... So basically flat-footed. Really, it's only people with a high dex that this affects. Alright, so Adina at an 11.
Mm-mm.
Cho'Gath, we have a 16.
No.
And Dill is a critical threat. 13.
Man, he really doesn't have anything.
Alright, so this thing rakes Dill with its talons. Alright, Rafe. So when you turn to look at him, that's when you'll do your will.
16?
You're good to go, bud. So you can't be affected by it again for the day.
Okay.
So same with you guys. And once you encounter it, whether you succeed or fail, it's once and that's it. So
Okay.
So Cho'Gath had wandered off to look at things. I imagine Adina is the nearest of my companions that I see being attacked.
yes. Well, Dill as well.
Oh.
The one missed Adina. The one that's on Dill got him pretty good.
Okay. So Dill appears to be in the most danger.
Yeah.
So I'll run up to it,
Okay.
draw my sword breaker, and slash at it. 14
That's a hit.
for 2 damage.
Okay. All right. So Dill again, and Cho'Gath, you are good. Or this would be no, you're good now. So you can react to the one that's attacking you.
Yeah, I'll do a full attack.
Okay.
29
It's a hit.
for 14 damage.
Okay.
And critical threat,
Okay.
26.
And you're using the
My
+1
power up.
Okay.
So it's plus
Yeah,
2.
so
it's plus
plus
2.
2. Okay. So yeah, where you hit yours and it kind of tanked off of it, right? You just start demolishing
Yeah.
the one that you're doing. Like it easily cuts through, and you fairly quickly kind of hack at it until it stops moving.
Okay. I didn't even roll my damage.
Well, they don't have much, but
Okay.
go ahead. As they have they're one of the only things I've seen in here that have a damage reduction. But that's basically what they're trying to bank off of, is that no one's going to be able to do enough damage to overcome it. Right?
Are they also immune to criticals?
Probably.
No, they're not, actually.
Sneak
It
attack?
doesn't say they are, at least.
What type are they, though? It would be in their type.
Aberrations, or
They're, let's see.
Are there aberrations in this?
I mean, these might, but they don't have the monster manual
Yeah,
like that.
they're
Well-
medium. It just says medium-sized shadow spawn. It doesn't have...
Oh, shadow spawn. I think you can still crit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Their
doesn't
giant
say
bladed
that...
eye. Why
Yeah.
not, right?
They're just a big
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
flashing
that was
red orb.
23 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So that right there would have been enough to put it down. So,
Okay.
there isn't any within 5 feet of you. You'd have to move a bit before you'll get to the next one.
Okay.
About 30 feet is the closest.
Okay.
Who's next there? Liam.
Is that the guy?
That's the guy. Yeah.
All right. He'll try to fling something that's about 100 pounds into one of the other ones.
Okay.
And you
There's tables, bookcases. I mean, pretty
There are
much
people.
take your pick. Yeah.
well, people aren't the type. They won't deal damage if it's
Yeah.
people.
This is a very old library.
So yeah, probably tables and chairs.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got for damage wise here. About 1d6 per 25 pounds.
Okay.
So that'd be about 46 if he hits with it. And what's his attack bonus here? Attack bonus. So it looks like he'd have a bonus of around 9 or something. 13.
That's a miss.
All right. So yeah, table
Okay.
goes getting
Goes
flung.
flying. Let's see. Then Adina, that's another off of yours. So you got 1 round left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the eye is going to the 3 that are attacking the random people are still doing that. Adina, you'll have 1, which is 25.
Hit.
Dills is a hit. So you take 4 damage. Okay. All right, Rafe.
I'll press my attack.
Okay.
Dark One's Own Luck. Even worse. 10.
So if that was in the middle of your thing, you can redo that one. Same?
Yeah. No, I got 23
Okay.
for 4 damage.
Okay.
Does that still appear to bounce harmlessly off?
Yeah, it's not... They really did the damage reduction weird. So it treats it as subdual. Shaky on its legs is,
Gotcha.
yeah, what it looks like. Dill, still paralyzed. Cho'Gath. So you've got one within about 30 feet of you.
Yeah, I'll charge it.
Okay.
Now, is this one attacking somebody?
It is. It's attacking somebody that just a random
Is
person.
there
though.
one? Can I get to one attacking Dill or Adina?
You could in a full round move,
Okay.
as they're about 60 feet away from you. So you'd went wandering off.
Well, that'd be a charge.
Okay, yeah, you could do it.
Okay. Which one's closer, Adina? Or...
Adina's would be closer.
I'll charge that one. And I'll attack it with all my might.
Okay,
25, 27,
a hit.
13 damage.
All right, so Cho'Gath comes rushing in, that one that you've been beating on, and he just chops it up. All right, Liam.
He'll try to fling that table at another one.
Okay,
25.
that would be a hit.
20 damage.
All right. So it doesn't kill it, but it does drop to the floor. Just knocked out. I apologize, Brandon. That was or Travis. You're the one that you were attacking was still alive because that was the one that Dill was on. You did still kill yours though.
Okay.
It was just a different one. All right, Adina. It's last one of those. All right, so you'll get an attack of opportunity. It's going to try and move away.
I'll take
from
it.
you.
Only 11.
Miss. Okay. So it skitters off and starts attacking a different person who's paralyzed. It's your turn. So you're within 5 feet of the one that's attacking Adina, though. Or no, that one's dead. Sorry. So you could move after that one if you'd like to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll put a charge on it, I guess, if I got the space.
Yeah, it's about 20 feet away from you.
Let's see, 20.
It's a hit.
4 damage.
Okay, so that one drops to the ground. It's not dead, but
Knocked unconscious.
yeah. So it's a full round action to kill this. You have to hack it to bits, basically. Okay. All right, so Dill, that's his last one. Cho'Gath. So the closest one to you is about 20 feet away. Or 25 feet away. That's the one that Rafe just knocked out. And you have 2 more, which are one's about from where you're at about 45 feet. The other one is back the way you came, 90 feet now. 60 and then 30.
What's that one doing?
That one's just attacking another paralyzed person.
Okay, well, I will get to the one that's 45 feet.
Okay.
I'll charge that one. 23.
That's a hit.
10 damage.
All right. Don't quite kill that one, but you definitely hurt it quite a bit. Liam.
Is there any still alive?
Yeah, there's... what
Is that he can fling a table at?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the other one that was close to Cho'Gath originally. That was so it'd be about 90-ish feet, 80 feet.
That's
right
out
there.
of range.
Okay. There's the one that these guys are standing next to. I don't know if he wants to try and thread that though. He's crazy.
Does he recognize him?
He recognizes Rafe, but he doesn't recognize Cho'Gath.
Does he care that he recognizes Rafe? Does he care about people in general?
Right now, honestly, he's kind of caught up in what he's doing.
Okay, yeah, he'll thread that needle.
Okay.
24.
That's a hit.
9.
All right, so yeah, this table comes flying over and just smashes into this thing, and bits of it go splatting out. So there's 2 left. Adina, you're up.
I'll embrace the source.
Okay. Let's see. So that one that was attacking that person at the furthest distance moves on to another person. There's now a dead person in the library.
Is it like Demolition Man?
Yeah.
Murder, death, kill.
And then that one that you'll get an attack of opportunity on, Brandon. It's going to try and move off to another one.
Okay. I'll take that attack of opportunity. Hit.
Okay.
10 damage.
All right. So you kill that one as it's coming or leaving.
Never turn your back on Cho'Gath.
Cho.
All right. Let's see. Rafe. So there's one that is now 60 feet away from you. That's attacking another random person.
Do you can move up to double your speed in a charge?
Yeah.
I'll do it. Is that random person paralyzed?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys have noticed they don't attack anybody who's moving.
Right.
And if they're being attacked, they'll try to move away to attack things that are paralyzed.
Dark One's on look it. 10.
That's a miss. All right, so Dill shakes that off, and so he starts running for the exit to go get Faulk. Cho'Gath.
Prime directive.
Yep.
Retrieve.
All right.
Hulk.
Is there one close now?
This
That's it,
one
right?
you'll have to double move, or well, you'll have. I don't think you'd even be able to double move. You're about 75 feet right now from that one.
Okay.
So you
I'll
would
double-
almost get there.
I'll double move. I'll get as far as I can.
Okay.
Double move.
All right, Liam. So there's that one that Rafe is fighting. That's the last one there.
He'll move because I
Okay.
think that was one that was far
Yeah.
away, right? Yeah, he'll move.
Well, it moved 30 feet closer, so it's
Oh.
60 feet now.
All right, yeah, he'll try to chuck another table at it
Okay.
if there's another. 16?
That's a hit.
13.
Okay. So it smashes into it. It doesn't drop this one, though, but it does mess it up pretty good. So yeah, another table comes flying in, bashes into this one. Let's see. So that moves off, so you'll get an attack of opportunity on it.
14?
That's a hit
2?
for 2. Okay. And then it'll be your turn as well.
All right. Attack. Automatic miss.
Okay. So Dill gets outside, and then so Cho'Gath.
All right. So now,
So you can now charge it. So it's about 35 feet away right now
okay.
as it moved off from where it was.
Yeah, I'll charge it.
Okay.
19
That's a hit.
for 14 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So that what you'll notice here is that Cho'Gath's sword goes right into it pretty easily. As it's still alive, but it's severely damaged.
Yeah.
Adina, there are lamps.
Oh, no, I'll just rend it.
Okay. Burn it down.
So it's like still twitching.
Yeah, like Cho'Gath sliced off a few of its legs
All right, I'll do
and
a
up through the body.
1, so it gets a fortitude for half,
Yeah.
and that's 15.
My sword was
Miss.
folded 20,000 times by the 1 power, and it can cut through tank armor.
Tank.
If
It's a
God
tank.
gets in your way, it will cut the creator.
Exactly.
We actually
15.
create gateways with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Just slice
how
it
does
down
that
open.
work?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would.
It'd actually be a bit more. It'd be like 20 something.
Yeah, so it had 2 hit points.
Oh yeah, it just kind of turns to jelly inside
Okay,
its skin.
yeah, so you start seeing like the insides. Think of like a slow motion ball of water, right, where it's all
Dies
like
like
pushing out on itself,
a
and then it
demon.
just sinks in, and it's just a mush ball now. But all the threats are eliminated. So,
I'll ask if any of my companions have ever seen or heard about what this is.
okay, yeah,
Can I try like an arcane to theorize?
yeah.
Arcana or whatever?
How many rounds until Dill gets to me?
So now that I guess we're out of combat, it'll be honestly about 20 minutes before he gets to you there.
Okay, so he'll get to me, and then I'll come charging back
Yeah.
with my sword.
27.
Okay, so you've never heard of anything like this, but you have heard of these weird occurrences happening in areas that the Dragon Reborn's in, right? And so that's what you would chalk it up to, is that whatever those occurrences are, you've heard of some, not this exactly, but
Yeah.
things like it. And I don't know if you would necessarily think that it's like a thinning of the pattern, but
Well, come on, it's a 27 to theorize what this is.
Yeah.
So
well, it looks
Strange.
like nothing that you've ever seen before.
Okay.
It's like a crystallized spider, but not a spider. It's like an octopus mix, right?
yeah, I understand that, but you're supposed to tell me what I'm theorizing here.
So if it's just strange occurrences that follow the Dragon Reborn, just leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's been reports of strange occurrences all around the Dragon Reborn. Could be one of those.
That means the Dragon Reborn's in the library.
Not necessarily.
Tear the place apart.
No.
Start pulling the books off the shelf.
Where is he?
So Liam is still standing there. He's inspecting one of the dead ones. He is giggling to himself, poking it, and one point he says that the eyes have it.
Man, I remember
When he sees Rafe, though, he still laughing. He asks, "What is?" I'm glad that you're here. You obviously you've made the right decision in coming to help me find the Dragon Reborn and Elspeth. And he does introduce himself to you guys as well, and restates what his mission is, which is to find the Dragon Reborn. He does inquire about where Faulk is, though.
Dude.
Time out.
Wait for
time out. Yeah, Faulk comes busting through the door.
You'll be waiting a while.
Yeah.
Is he obviously mad?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I can heal it.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Yeah, it's temporary.
All right.
All right, so he gets a will to negate it if he wants.
Shoot, I don't know how that would.
He's getting channeled on.
Yeah, without obviously he
Yes.
does know that you can channel, or that you've embraced the source. Someone does, at
Considering
least.
his organization, he would
Yeah.
almost certainly be suspicious.
I probably won't surprise
Yeah.
him on it. I'll tell him that I can help him.
Any advice on that? I mean, I know you've.
Well, we didn't have this
Yeah,
particular situation
exactly.
at this time, but
What about a diplomacy?
Yeah,
I'll be like, calm
yeah,
down,
do that,
calm down.
because I mean he's obviously, yes, he's mad, but he's not hostile towards you guys.
Dang it, 17.
Okay.
But yeah, we want to find what's her name? Ellipsis.
Elspeth.
Yeah, Elspeth. Perhaps you can help us. Yes, you want us to help you. You help us.
Yes, he's willing to do that.
Okay.
He's willing to let you do that to him as well, 'cause that'll clear him up a little bit.
13 for 3 weeks or something.
Okay.
He'll stay sane until the next bubble of evil happens in Carrageen.
He had 59 madness.
Nice.
Yeah. Does that make you rethink your decision to pal around with him, Justin?
No, I was thinking how long I would have to get to like level 20.
Yeah. Well, I think
Wolf Brother.
they're training, they're over channeling all the
they're
time.
over channeling all the time, man.
Yeah. It's like you would really have to go all out with Wolf Brother to get anywhere near that.
And if he
Yeah.
was triggered by any bouts of madness from that, me casting that on him allows him to make an additional will save to negate
Oh,
any
okay.
bouts of madness that he's currently going through. Don't worry, Falk. I'll keep your madness at bay as well.
You know, even if I take it all the way up and get max madness the whole way, I still can't get anywhere near that much.
Yeah, but you still would be pretty far off into the reeds, I
Yeah,
believe. If
I
you
think it'd be like 47.
because what would that be? 10 levels at 6 level?
I've already gotten 2 levels though, and the
No, but we're
majority.
talking about with max
Oh,
insanity. That'd be like 60 points, wouldn't it?
yeah, but I've already gotten my madness for the first 2 levels.
Oh, it's a random roll.
Yeah,
Where is that?
yeah, it's a 1d6.
I believe it's in the Chandler section.
Yeah, channelers kind of get a little bit screwed on their over channeling. Well,
For bouts of madness.
yeah, their madness can really be accelerated by over channeling.
Yeah, but I mean, there's also feats to take care of that.
Yeah,
So it's not the worst thing in the world. Besides, you get to play a little bit of a giggly character for a bit, depending on... Where the heck is it? There's a big old section on it.
It'd be cool to play a crazy channeler. Balefire the sun and see what happens.
I'm pretty sure we've played a couple. We played those Ashaman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Problem is we didn't play them from level 1, so we were so high level that we would have acted like we were crazy anyway. Didn't know what anything did, really. Dang it.
All right. So we'll call it there for tonight.
Okay.
This has been a Death Watch production. Thank you for listening.